Tea, a drink so simple yet so profound. For centuries, it has warmed hands, sparked conversations, and soothed souls. Today, let us journey through the rich history of tea and delve into the story of Darjeeling, the crown jewel of teas. Legend has it that tea's journey began over 4,700 years ago in ancient China. Yes, you heard that right. India is not the birthplace of tea. The story goes that Emperor Shen Nong, known for his love for herbal remedies, was boiling water when a few leaves from a wild tea tree fell into his pot. Intrigued by the aroma, he tasted the infusion and thus tea was born. Initially, tea was prized for its medicinal properties. By the time of Tang dynasty, around the 7th century, it had become a social beverage, celebrated even in poetries and art. Lu Yu, a scholar of the time, even wrote the first book on tea, the Cha Ching, or the classic of tea. From China, tea's popularity spread across Asia to Japan, Korea, and beyond. Japanese monks brought tea back from China and cultivated the art of tea ceremony to know you, emphasizing harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility. In the 16th century, tea made its way to Europe, thanks to Portuguese and Dutch traders. By the 17th century, it had reached England, where it became a national obsession. The British East India Company capitalized on this demand, importing vast quantities of tea from China. But tea's history wasn't always peaceful. The Boston Tea Party of 1773, where American colonists protested British taxes by dumping tea into the harbor, was a vital moment leading to the American Revolution. Now, let us travel to the misty hills of Darjeeling in India. In the 1840s, during British colonial rule, Dr. Archibald Campbell planted the first tea seeds in Darjeeling. These seeds, brought from China, thrived in the region's cool climate, high altitude, and fertile soil. By the 1850s, tea estates were established and Darjeeling tea began to gain recognition for its unique flavors. Unlike other teas, Darjeeling has a distinct muscatel note, a delicate sweetness reminiscent of a fine wine. This earned the nickname the champagne of teas. What sets Darjeeling tea apart is not just its flavor, but its craftsmanship. The leaves are hand-picked and the tea is categorized into 4 flushes or harvests. First flush, the spring, light and floral with a fresh, brisk character. Second flush, the summer, rich and full-bodied with the signature muscatel notes. Monsoon flush, rainy season, bold, used for blends in chai. Autumn flush, the fall season, smooth, mellow with nutty undertones. Only tea grown in the 87 designated gardens of Darjeeling, following strict guidelines, can be labeled as Darjeeling tea. It even holds a geographical indication tag to protect its authenticity. Darjeeling's tea journey hasn't been without challenges. Climate change, labor issues, and competition from counterfeit products threaten its legacy. Yet the dedication of tea workers and estate owners ensure that this heritage endures. Each sip of Darjeeling tea carries the essence of the Himalayan mist, the toil of workers, and centuries of tradition. Today, tea is more than a drink. It's a symbol of hospitality in Turkey, a moment of mindfulness in Japan, and beloved afternoon ritual in England. And of course, we cannot miss how India loves tea. India and tea, a love story as old as time, whether it's bustling streets of Mumbai or the quiet corners of an Himalayan village. Tea, or as we call it chai, it's the heartbeat of our daily lives. In India, tea isn't just a drink, it's a ritual, it's a comfort, a way of life. The roadside chai stall or tapri is an iconic part of Indian culture. Here, strangers become friends over a hot, frothy cup of chai. And let's not forget, offering tea to guests at home is a sacred tradition. It's how we say, welcome to our world. So whether it's a quick sip on the go or a leisurely cup shared with loved ones, tea is more than just a beverage in India. It's a celebration of life, connection, and tradition. Here is to chai, India's favorite love language. Tea is like a world in a cup, each type offering its unique flavor, aroma, and experience. But the secret to unlocking the perfect cup? Knowing your tea type and its ideal brewing time. Let's start with basics. All true teas comes from the same plant, Camellia sinensis, but the processing makes them unique. The beauty of tea lies in its variety and versatility. With the right brewing time and temperature, every cup becomes a masterpiece. So which one will you brew today? Have you ever noticed how the shades of tea, from the light beige to the darkest brown, can mirror your personalities? Each shade tells a story, just like each of us. Let's explore how the colors of tea reflect personality traits. First, we have the light beige tones. These shades reflect traits like gentleness, purity, and introspection. If you're drawn to lighter teas, you might be calm, reflective, and someone who appreciates simplicity and elegance. Next, the creamy tan hues. These represent balance, warmth, and approachability. Now look at these warm amber shades. They're dynamic and versatile, just like curious, adaptable individuals who love them. These teas symbolize a love for complexity and exploration. Rich brown shades, bold and strong, reflect determination and confidence. These are the teas of leaders and traditionalists, those who thrive on structure and bold changes. And for the darker shades, deep brown, these represent wisdom and grounding. They are chosen by introspective and thoughtful individuals who seek meaning and depth in their connections. The tea you choose doesn't just suit your taste, it reflects your personality. Whether you're light and elegant, bold and confident, or somewhere in between, there's a tea for every trait and mood. So the next time you brew a cup, take a moment to notice its shade. You might just discover a little more about yourself. Cheers to tea and the vibrant spectrum of personalities it represents. Did you know the type of tea you prefer might say something about your personality? Just like tea, we humans are a delightful mix of flavors, moods, and nuances. Let's explore how different teas reflect different personality traits. Every tea has its own character, much like us. Green tea. If you love green tea, you're likely calm, balanced, health conscious. Green tea drinkers are often reflective and seek harmony in life. Black tea. Bold and strong. Black tea drinkers are determined and confident. They are leaders who thrive on structure and tradition. White tea. Delicate and subtle. White tea reflects a gentle, creative personality. These individuals value simplicity and beauty in all things. Oolong tea. Complex and versatile. Oolong lovers are adaptable and curious. They embrace change and enjoy exploring new experiences. Herbal tea, warm and nurturing. Herbal tea drinkers are empathetic and free-spirited. They care deeply for others and love to express their individuality. Matcha, energetic and mindful. Matcha fans are often driven by purpose and value rituals that bring them clarity and focus. Green tea, which is fresh and light. Green tea is minimally oxidized. It's delicate and needs gentle brewing. The best way or the time for brewing green tea is steep for 1 to 3 minutes to avoid bitterness. And the water temperature 70 to 85 degrees Celsius. Black tea, bold and full-bodied. Black tea is fully oxidized, giving that its rich flavor. Best way to brew the black tea is with the hot water ranging between 90 to 100 degrees Celsius and steep brewing of about 3 to 5 minutes will bring out its robust flavor. White tea, subtle and sweet. White tea is the least processed, capturing the essence of tea in its purest form. Keep it gentle with 70 to 80 degrees Celsius of water and 2 to 5 minutes for brewing will bring out its delicate notes. Oolong tea, a balance between green and black. Oolong is partially oxidized and offers a complex layered flavor. 85 to 95 degrees Celsius water works best with steeping times of 3 to 5 minutes. Multiple infusion brings out different flavors. Herbal infusions, technically not tea. These are made from herbs, flowers and spices, offering endless variety. Boil the water to 100 degrees Celsius and steep for 5 to 7 minutes to fully extract the goodness. So the next time you brew a cup of tea, take a moment to reflect on its journey. From the ancient hills of China to the sunlit slopes of Darjeeling, tea connects us to nature, history and each other. Here's to tea, a humble leaf with a story as rich as its flavor.